We live? Are we done been live? Oh, that's why. Twitter is not. So let me get rid of Twitter. Come on. So it's Keith Kalfas. What up, Doe? Got the vibe board out. Okay, it says that we're live now. All right, perfect. What's up, everybody? I'm doing a market test and inviting you to join me here. So I'll say, because I'm going to be going live quite a bit here in the near future. And I want to do some tests to iron this out. So I'll share some interesting stuff once I get it going. And it'll get better and better as I go. See how I have that big light, that reflection right here? That's a problem. See how I have that big light, that reflection right here? So I can fix that. I guess that fixes a little bit of that. Not completely. Let's figure that out. All right, so that's right. Check, check, check. Then we got audio. Check, check, check. I'd like it better, so I got to get it live right here. All right, dope. All right, what's up, guys? It's Keith Kalfas. I apologize for the audio not being clear. In the future, I'm going to have a nice lavalier. It's going to sound impeccably amazing. It's going to get incredible. I'm going to hook up. Anyways, so how to generate a ton of leads in your service business. I want to break down the basics of a marketing funnel. By now, you've probably heard of funnels. And sometimes people reach out to me via DM and they're like, how do I get more clients? We might be in a slow part of the year. I don't know where you're at in your business. You might be booked out for 2 years. You might be a millionaire. You might have no work at all and you're freaking out. So here you go. This is a funnel. We got tofu, mofu, and bofu. Tofu is top of funnel. Mofu is middle of funnel. Bofu is bottom of funnel. Yes, I'm going to the Equip Expo. If you see me looking down, I'm looking down in the comments here. Oh, you watched my pressure washing nightmare video? That one's hilarious. Here's your funnel. So tofu means top of funnel, right? And you're going to want to have and generate as many different lead sources as possible. The 80-20 rule will apply. In a second, we're going to talk about mofu and bofu and how you can get tons of leads in your service business so you can cherry pick the jobs that you want. And basically never, ever, you're just going to have so many people reaching out to you to give you money that it's going to be overwhelming, okay? So these little circles are different. Let's say, here I just go. Facebook, YouTube, Google, your website, and you go down the list of all the different citations. You can go to yext.com. When I say citations, there's like so many, it's unbelievable. I don't even want to say any because it'll cause disruption. And you might be like, I don't like this platform. As long as the Google bots and the Google search engine ranking page and SEO terms says that it's what it's called a domain authority. It's a highly indexed, credible website that's been around for more than 10 years. It's had billions of searches and has a very high user-friendly rating and people using it all the time. It's a domain authority site. So that's X. It's definitely LinkedIn. It's definitely Instagram. It's definitely TikTok. And then right here, I could draw a line and I could say like your website, blog articles. Then I could draw another line right here. I hope you can see that. Yeah. And over here at top of funnel. So this would be all organic traffic. And here you've got paid traffic, which is paid ads. And then you can have paid ads. You got Google Ads, Google Tag Manager. You want to have set up Facebook with the Facebook Pixel. Then You can also run ads in other places, but I'm just going to draw a line, and now you have actual direct mail. Whoa. That's what I love about the Vibe board. Can you hear me? I'm going to have to talk loud. Okay. So over here you have kind of direct response, old school. You have like door hangers, flyers, business cards, bandit signs, EDDM mailers, stuff like Send Jim and Postcard Mania and all that stuff. You can send letters, paper print, newspapers. Here you've got television, radio, billboards. So you want to, how can I say this? You throw mud at the wall to see what sticks. What works for somebody else that gets them a ton of leads and you're hearing them brag about it on Facebook might not work in your marketplace. You have 5 things. You have you, your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems. You, your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems. Okay. Yeah. If you're broke or you don't have a whole bunch of money to spend on marketing and advertising, I believe you should still set aside a marketing budget that's a percentage of your gross annual revenue every single year. 1 second. Gracie, what is that? What do you got? Sorry, my little doggy, my Yorkie, she's chewing something. I think it's a piece of chicken. So she came into the studio with Daddy. All right. So you want to throw mud at the wall and see what sticks and get as many free forms of marketing and advertising as possible. You should always be marketing constantly. And at some point with the Pareto principle 80-20, you're going to learn that 80% of your qualified leads are coming from 20% of your marketing efforts. You still market to the bottom 80%, but you're going to want to take 80% of your efforts and put it into the top 20%. My friend William, the tree guy with the beard, the arborist, the lumberjack, this dude crushes it. He's famous on Facebook in our Tri-City area in Michigan, and he has unlimited leads flowing on Facebook. Why? Because he's positioned himself as not a generalist, not a specialist, not an authority, but a celebrity, literally. And on top of that, you have celebrity authority. So he's literally an authority and a celebrity on Facebook for posting his tree work. And he also goes and he rescues cats from like 80-foot trees, and people are crying, and the news shows up, and the firefighters, you're like, bro, it's amazing, right? And now his name is everywhere, and everybody thinks about trees. They think about William, Facebook. Me, I don't get many leads at all from Facebook. But William does. So I could try all I want, but I haven't found the niche. Now, me, 83% of our brand new leads and qualified leads come from Google Maps, formerly Google My Business. We have like, I don't know what we got total between the landscaping and window cleaning. Say we got 200 positive 5-star reviews. We're in the Google 3-pack organically, which is the top 3 organic search engines. We're an authority in our city, our service business. I've put so much time and energy into local SEO, writing blog articles, literally like in the drive-thru while getting lunch. I'm writing blog articles, posting them, studied SEO like crazy, which you should do. You should read these books. R.L. Adams, SEO for Bloggers, SEO Black Book, and Reputation Repair. Read those 3 books. And you can work your way up search engine ranking page to the point where customers are looking for your service. Boom, you're showing up, all the positive reviews. They're going to go to your website. And when they go to your website, you want to have a really dope website. And let me look at the comments here. Oh, I see all these really supportive, happy, friendly comments. I love you too. All right. So this is the crazy thing. How are you supposed to run your service business, your landscaping, window cleaning, pressure washing, whatever you do, lawn care, and market and advertise? There's all these different hats that you have to wear, and you're basically context switching, right? So you've got 4 different pillars of your business. This right here I've got specifically from Brandon Vaughn. He's the founder of Wise Coatings. He taught me this. So I got to give credit where credit's due. It's just so genius I can't not say it. It's called MAPS. It's 4 pillars of your business: marketing, administration, production, and sales. You're doing all 4. And then when you get employees, they're helping you with the production, but you're still not doing all the admin work. You're managing payroll. You're on the phone with the insurance company. You're trying to generate new leads. Customers are coming up to you. They want change orders. By the time the end of the day is gone and you're supposed to spend time with your family, it's very hard to now sit there and build your website and then make it dope. How are you supposed to become a marketing expert and a search engine optimization expert and a Google Ads expert? Listen, for anybody that gets frustrated around these topics, I've taken 11 Facebook ads courses, and I've got 4 Facebook ads certifications, and I still suck at Facebook ads. That's why I hire an expert Facebook ads guy. He's like $70 an hour. He's in New Jersey, and you cannot know his name. And he helps me run and set up all my ads. And we have like 160 different ads and all these different campaigns and different Facebook ads accounts, so we could turn them on and shut them off when we need to. He also helped. I had a Google Ads YouTube guy. I don't use him as much now, but whenever I need that, I can call him. Sets up and monitors the campaigns, everything that needs to be done. Because when you start running ads and you're spending money or blowing money, you're going to want to track every single tiny lead that's coming in. Here's the most important part. Remember this, even if you're not doing this right now, you want to put a hard line, a jurisdiction line in between what's organic and what's paid. That means every single piece of marketing material needs to be completely cloned, digital, or if it's physical, there should be like little green or red or yellow stickers on each one, or a promo code that says something, or it's purely paid for. Of course, that part's paid for, but so you can segment and find out where is the attribution source of the leads coming from, so you know where it's coming from. And you have to ask every single customer on the phone, and how did you hear about our services? Specifically, what website, what this, what that. There's also softwares that you can use to do all this, to get a really good grip. That's how I knew that 83% of our new leads come from specifically Google Maps. Customers heard about us by looking up Google. They typed in landscaping business near me. They go to it. They find my website. They call me, and probably 2 other companies, and then we try to close them on the spot, which is a whole nother thing. You have to be fast because with the advent of Amazon. I ordered something couple days ago. Actually, I ordered a lot of stuff from Amazon, just like you. It showed up in 2.5 hours. So speed is now the new value in wealth. Can you get to them fast, but also let them know you're very busy? Because if you can get to them fast and show, yeah, we could do it today. They're like, well, can I trust you? I want a company who's booked out. So with marketing, it's a whole value perception, and you have to value yourself. But back to this. With the organic marketing sources on Tofu, Mofu, and Bofu, top of funnel, Dog, you want to get them to middle of funnel, which is Mofu. These are people who have shown interest in your business. They've called. They've requested a quote. They've left a submit form on your website. They became a qualified lead. They're in your messaging ecosystem, right? They're not just out here cold traffic. Now they're warm. They know about your business. They're middle of funnel. They've seen you on Facebook. Maybe you've done work for their friends and family. You're top of mind. These are the people that you want to market to. And then Bofu is bottom of funnel, which is the people that actually, I don't know. You're about to close them, or you've totally closed them. I'm thinking bottom of funnel is your hottest leads. I want to actually look this up, because when it comes to this specifically, have you already closed them, or are they like the hottest leads that you need to work on immediately? I'm going to figure that out and get back to you, because I'm obsessed with marketing. But anyways, you want to work with customers that are referrals, people you've already done business with, people that know you, like you, and trust you. And you want to focus here because your CAC, your customer acquisition cost, is going to be the lowest here, because these are people who already know about you, right? But the people here, the cold traffic, you want to get your name out there as much as possible. And it's not about getting your name out there. It's about getting their names in here, into your funnel and onto your list. And you're going to have multiple lists. You're going to have a cold list, like email list, a warm list, and then a repeat client list. And you want to segment the lists. So when you do your email autoresponders and email campaigns, this is a lot. See, what am I talking about right now? You're like, how you're supposed to run a service business and do all this? You have to be obsessed. You can hire experts on places like Upwork.com. Oh, look, Nathan Emmert. Bottom of funnel BOFU is a marketing strategy that refers to the final stage of the buyer's journey and the content or actions used to convert leads into customers. Okay, so they haven't actually converted yet. Why, thank you, big dog. See? This community is great. So BOFU. This right here, first thing that comes to mind is the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I used to do network marketing. I used to wear a suit and tie and go in people's living rooms and carry a board and easel and try to bring them into my internet marketing business and sell them vitamins. They all kicked me out of their house. They're like, bro, you're like, I was like 19 running around trying to be a millionaire. I freaking, I went to the dollar store and I got these poster boards with markers and I took motivational quotes by like Brian Tracy and Zig Ziglar and all these motivational speakers. And then I lived in a mobile home. And I would literally tape them all over the walls. I wanted to be so bad successful. I would wake up and I would read all these motivational quotes and listen to my cassette player and go through batteries. And then they came out with a Walkman. And I brainwashed myself with Tony Robbins to the point where I almost had a nervous breakdown because I'm listening to all these millionaires talk about how to become a millionaire or how to be a whatever. And I had nowhere to apply it because I'm running around with a weed whip for $10 an hour, cut and grab, listening to motivational audios. And one time I freaked out so bad because I had a trailer with this roommate. He decided he didn't like me no more. I could probably figure out why. And he's like, you're out of here. He wanted his brother to move in instead. I'm like, what? I ended up sleeping in my car for 4 months. And then I ended up sleeping in the work truck, which is my boss's truck. One time we were out cutting grass, doing lawn care, and I'm listening to these motivational speeches, and I don't have a pot to piss in. Like I had my own apartment by the time I was 18 and everything. Like I was like, but it's just a hard time in my life. And I flipped out and I threw my headphones off and I took the weed whip. I will never do this again. I threw the weed whip into a customer's bushes and just started yelling the F word. And I took off my shirt. It was like July. I was like, ah! And then the two guys that worked, I was the boss. They're looking at me and they're just like kind of laughing. And then all of a sudden, like, I just went and I walked off the job site for like a mile, and I felt so ashamed of myself. I was like, how have I gotten myself into a position where I'm so completely frustrated? I've worked so hard. I was working 4 jobs. And so anyways, it's because you don't have anywhere directly to apply it. That's what I love about this type of stuff, because it shows you, hey, this is where you're at. This is what you can do to apply these methodologies to get you to the next step. So before the money comes financially, you have to fill your brain with not some high level information. Like, sorry, if you're listening to like Ray Dalio, I'm listening to this book, Tony Robbins' book, The Holy Grail of Investing, right? And they're talking about billionaires investing in entire sports teams. And I'm listening to this book. I'm like, when are they going to get something to I can apply right now? I don't have $1 billion to buy the Jets, right? Yet. And so it's like, that's what I love about this stuff. It's something that you can directly apply right now to improve your life. So that's why I started a freaking landscaping business. It was a low barrier to entry startup cost business, my friends. Easiest way to become a millionaire, sell a course on how to become a millionaire. It sounds to be true, but you'll be found out real quick. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. See, I look at all these motivational quotes coming in the comments. I love it. I'll even post one. Look at this. Ta-da! Austin Weber. I see you guys in the comments. All right, so back to this. How do you remarket to existing customers? Email marketing is the number one thing. For a low software cost, so whatever software you use, there's a bunch of them. You can remarket to customers by doing monthly email blasts. And then, we do an email blast. We can easily sell on the low end. It depends on your business. $3, $4, $5 grand to $20,000 in work in one single email blast. We've done it plenty of times. Because your customers will literally go somewhere else if you're not following up with them. The fortune is in the follow-up. So that's why another thing you do, go on a printing website. I don't know if Dave Carroll from Dope Marketing has it, where youprinting.com, you can get these dope-ass refrigerator magnets designed and give them to every single customer that you do anything for all the time. on the refrigerator, because you or your crew might do an amazing job, and then you guys leave. Depending on what you do, if you do lawn care, you're there like every week. But depending on what you do, the customers might be like, hey, what were those landscapers that I forgot? They did a great job. Oh, well, I might as well go on Google and find somebody new. You've lost them. You don't have a refrigerator magnet on their door. You're not sending them postcards. You're not sending them email blasts. You're not following up with them. You're not texting them, calling them, sending them something for Christmas. Excuse me. Sending them gourmet cookies and brownies and stuff. So you got to stay on top of mind and be obsessed with marketing. And this is how you do it. You roll it into your system of communication with the customer. You roll it directly. It's a policy. Like every customer has to be followed up with. When you do this, it becomes easy. So we use Jobber for email marketing. There's a few other softwares out there. As far as building a website, we use a company called Durable Now. And you can learn about all this stuff on keithkalfas.com/resources, everything that I'm talking about. And I'm also an ambassador and affiliate of most everything that I talk about. So you can go there, which means that I do get an affiliate commission if you click on the links and you go through any of these companies. So it's like keithkalfas.com/resources. And we have a new affiliate, inboundrevenue.com. It's a guy named Mark Kelly. He's brilliant. He can help you set up your paid ads, campaigns, and everything. And so once you get your roster of the different softwares that you use, the different people that you associate with, and you can learn how to do it yourself, you don't have to be an expert at this marketing stuff. You have to know just enough to be dangerous. Then you can hire other people and oversee what they're doing and have them do all the implementation. You focus on running your business. Mind your own business. Robert Kiyosaki talks about that. And then you can hire other people. So I have 19, I don't use them all the time, virtual assistants, but I have a core team of 11 virtual assistants. Actually, I have like 20 different people that help me that I pay. I would say they work for me, but they're actually more like freelancers. And so I pay an entire media team to help me do all this stuff. And they're all experts at what they do. And so whenever I need something done, because I have a roster, like a Rolodex of people, and some of them work for me all the time. Some of them are working right now. I want you to build the same and build your team, your marketing team. Remember MAPS? You're going to have your graphic designer, Google ads, your Facebook ads guy, right? You're going to have the person who helps you update your website if you don't have time. With the Durable website builder, you can build a website in 30 seconds, and it takes a couple hours to go in and update the whole website. But you can, let me see. Oh, go to something like David Carroll Dope Marketing. They can design all your postcards and all your mailers. Somebody who's company apparel. People ask me all the time, where do you get this from? All American Screen Printing in Michigan. They create all this nice embroidery hats and shirts. They do that, right? I'm not going to try to make my own shirts. What's another one in this wheel? So anyways, with the marketing, you have the people that you go to. Now with administration, I'm not going to talk too much about that because that's not what this video is about. But if you're trying to run your business and do all the admin, which is answering the phone and booking the clients and following up and accounts receivable and payable and running payroll and dealing with the insurance company and managing leads and all the stuff that goes into running a business, you're not going to be able to get anything done because you got to be in the field leading, or you got to have somebody in the field while you run all the administration, right? In 2022, I got out of the field completely. I was only in the field like an hour a week, and I was trapped. I thought it would free me, and it trapped me because I was trapped doing all the administration and sales and marketing, and I lost my mind, and now I like to go back out in the field part-time because I love it, right? So you would hire people to do that part for you. Production, out in the field, and then sales. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but the reason it's so important is because when your brain can understand, instead of vomiting all this stuff out and it's spinning around in your head and confusing you, if you can segment all the information and understand, oh, these are normal things. Every different service business goes through this, and you say, oh, this is what all this means. Now it categorizes it in your head like an actual, like a quantum library. And now you can identify it. If you can label it and identify it and learn about it, then you know how to check this out. You can systemize it and put it on a calendar and calendarize it. So if you have your month, we'll call this a month, but I'm just going to break it up into a week. Let's just say Sunday doesn't exist. I just made this up right now. Oh my gosh. Marketing Mondays. Marketing Mondays. Every single Monday, you have to devote at least an hour to your marketing, right? What could be Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. All right. So every single Monday when you're done working, I do Monday quotes. So you could do Monday quotes all day. People ask me how Miko's doing. Check this out. Mickey, come here, my Mickey boy. Oh, he's my good doggy. It's okay. Look at him. Miko's about to be 17. Hey, it's okay. I love you. He's an old Lhasa Apso dog. Hey. All right, so you could do quotes on Mondays and run your business, and then do marketing on Monday evenings. You communicate with your family and your friends and everybody who knows you. Say, listen, I'm going to be really hard to get a hold of on Monday because Monday is black time from 6 to 10 p.m. I eat dinner with my family. And then if you don't have anywhere to go, you can go sit in a broom closet, or you can go sit in your truck or your car, or go to a corner of the house, or go on Amazon and buy a divider and put drape some moving blankets from Harbor Freight, just something to create a sense of separation, and verbally let everybody know, put it on your calendar. Every single Monday evening, you're doing marketing, right? You're working on your website, you're designing stuff, you're delegating. And so if you do it and you stick to it, then it'll hit automaticity, and people around you will begin to respect it. And they'll be like, hey, they already know what you're doing, marketing, right? So when you put these things on a calendar, then they start getting done, and it hits a frequency. It's like a metronome. And then it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, then it becomes a character, and then the character becomes your future and becomes your destiny. So how do you do all this stuff? You pull it out of the ether and you put it on your freaking calendar, and you make sure that it gets done, and it'll make you a whole bunch of money. All right. Any comments? Burpees Giant, what's up, bro? You motivated me to work out and do burpees. I've been out biking at night, doing push-ups, jogging. I've lost 14 pounds. If anybody can't tell, I'm thinner. And it's really because I was never heavy overweight, but I was stress eating. So, bro, at lunchtime, landscaping, we have this place in Michigan called Penn Station Subs. Bro, you can get a 6'9" or 12-inch Penn Station Italian sub, open face, bro, with the best lunch meats. And then they put the hot peppers and the delicious everything on it, and then the melted cheese with the oregano and the tomatoes that goes on after. They put it through an oven, right? And the cheese starts bubbling and the bread becomes all crispy. And then they just soak it in Italian dressing and mayo with tomatoes. And this sandwich is so good that when you take a bite out of it, bro, you take a bite, the cheese stretches and kind of hangs like a little bridge. And they got these French fries that are so good. You just put ketchup all over it, and I like to sit in my truck and I put a blanket over it because my center console, anyways, over me. And I just sit in my truck like a heathen I'm under hypnosis, just eating this delicious sub with, it's so good. I have to have a whole roll of paper towel because the mayonnaise anyways. So I was eating that like all the time. Anytime we had a job site near Penn Station Subs, dude, sure, we were eating Penn Station. And I couldn't help it. So I started gaining weight. And then anyways, Burpees Giant, I just made your day, bro. So now in the morning, real quick, we have this mixer of protein shakes, almond milk. I have like this $20 shake every morning. So It's Kachava. You might have seen the ads for it. It's like really expensive. It has like plant-based proteins and amaranth and all these like, I think probiotics, I don't want to say because I don't want to be wrong, but it has literally all a really super healthy everything in it. And then I take a scoop of Green Vibrance, which is like $80 a container of all the different greens, and that has probiotics, prebiotics. And then I take a scoop of Green Vibrance, their fruit one. It's like fruits and nuts and seeds and berries. And then I take another scoop of this different plant-based protein. And then we have omega-369s in there. Oh yeah, I have the seeds. And so it's fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, berries, and plant-based protein. And then I have a colloidal minerals that I put in there. I shake that up and I drink this whole like amazing nutrition shake. And then I just pretty much skip lunch. Unless I'm starving, I bring a can of tuna fish to work. But it's safe catch, low mercury tuna fish. Because I think last year, all year long, I was eating a can of tuna fish every day for lunch. And I started feeling ill, and I was wondering, am I eating too much mercury, bro? So anyways, and I'm also being motivated by Sean G on Instagram. Dude just hit 100,000 subscribers. He's funny. He's awesome. All right. What's up, Dan Elkins? What's up, everybody? Back to this. So if you read, there's a bunch of books you need to read on audible.com. I've read like 400 books on Audible. The Gary Vaynerchuk's older books, Jab, 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 Right Hook, and all the ClickFunnels books, Gene Schwartz, Claude Hopkins, Scientific Advertising, anything you can devour by Duct Tape Marketing by John Jantz, Simon Sinek's books, everything about the psychology of marketing, all these different social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube and everything. You want to create one master piece of content. Like I have a videographer that comes every single Thursday. We film up to 8 videos. We film between 1 to 8 videos every single week, and we're putting out 10 to 15 pieces of content per day on social media. And so you have this masterpiece of content that you make it good, and then you take and you repurpose that and post it on every single platform with a unique description and the hashtags that match the native language of that platform, right? And if you can't do it, hire a virtual assistant to do this. I cover how to hire and virtual assistants in my program called Virtual Assistant Mastery. If you go to keithkalfas.com, you can find it there. keithkalfas.com/VA Mastery. That'll teach you. And so when you post, I think you should post at least once a day. Some people say you got to post 3 times a day, but you got to post at least once a day. Take that piece of content and now go into all your social media accounts and post it to every single account and go all the way across the board and then post it to all of your stories. I have 3 phones, so I can do this, and we plan our content out so you can have like a monthly theme. But most importantly, if you want to market your business, you have to take your phone out. We have something called the POPP method, the passion over pressure to peacock, which means you should take your passion, stop worrying about how you look on camera, just take your freaking phone out, say, hey, what's up? I'm Joe with Joe's Landscaping. Let me flip the camera around because I don't like being on camera. Just be obvious, like honest. And then just start showing the landscaping job. Here we are in a landscaping job in Macomb Township, Michigan. This customer is getting their bushes trimmed. We're actually removing some of those bushes right there. We're removing this garden bed, installing fresh edging, new edging and fabric and beautiful decorative stone. Right here, we're repairing these brick pavers. So we do all this. We do lawn maintenance, and then you can have like an after clip. Let me show you what it looks like when it's all done. Now it's all done. Check out a little editing software like iMovie or Power Director and make a dope little video and then flip it back around and say, again, I'm Joe with Joe's Landscaping in Macomb Township, Michigan. Call me at 1-586-555-1212. I'll put links in the description below, joeslandscaping.com, and the phone number. Call us. We'll come out and give you a free quote. We're usually booked 3 to 4 weeks out, but we would love to give you a quote and see if we're a good fit and see if we can work together. We're fully licensed and insured, and we will get you taken care of. All right. And you can also hit us up on Facebook or below. You can just say whatever you want. Put it all in the link in the description. Upload it to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and on TikTok and everywhere. You're like, why would I upload that crap to TikTok? For no other reason than it is a domain authority site. So when Google sees this and you're publishing content and all of your information and the citations match, everything matches perfectly. So it's like if your business name and the address and the phone number and everything is all the same across all these accounts, then it has like a legitimacy. It's like a social credit score, so to speak. So when you're constantly posting, and you should also have on your website an about section about your business. You should write monthly blog articles at least, and then email them to all your customers. What happens is you start to generate this marketing ecosystem. So if a customer wants to hire you and they're going to drop 12 grand, they're going to Google your business. They're going to look around at the reviews. If your website looks professional, you have lots of positive reviews, they're going to go to your Facebook or any native platform they like. They might even go to Instagram, type it in. They see professional videos and everything across the board is looking legit. And people are saying good things about you via social proof. They're going to be way more likely to hire you versus Chuck in a truck. So now you got the three, which is the landscaper walking around with cut off jeans. Maybe he's got bad breath, and he doesn't even look the customer in the eyes. When the customer calls, he doesn't even say, "Hi, you've called Joe's Landscaping. How can I help you? How can I make you smile today?" He's like, "Hello." Dogs barking in the background. The wife's like, "Joe, I told you, whatever, right? Hey, well, what's going on?" Like, people are like, "Is this a company? I don't want this person coming to my house to do my landscaping." They don't even have their act together. But if you really have your act together and on social media, these customers are going to hire you. And if you've got the hustle spirit, they're going to love it, respect it. You're going to have so much money thrown at you. It's insane. You're going to have to qualify all these customers and do work for them and grow your business. It's exciting, right? So what I was saying, let me look at the comments. Dogs barking in the background. What's up, Jake D? My dogs bark all the time. Jake Elrod, how's the fam? Everything is great. So you have to do it even when you don't feel like it. There's so much I could teach for hours and hours. I want to do a live event, but I am going to be going live next week, Saturday, September 27th and 28th. Let me look at my calendar. You can mark your calendar if you want. I have a brand new program coming out. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. This Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be going live on this Vibe board, September 27th and 28th, and I'm going to be talking about marketing, but I'm going to be talking about how to build an audience online so you can go from not a generalist, not a specialist, but to become an authority in your marketplace. So your name and your business becomes not only 5 mile famous, but it becomes a resounding gong where all over the world people will start to see you and your brand. And if you secretly have been thinking about growing a personal brand online, maybe you've built a set of skills, you have a knowledge, a passion, a wisdom, and expertise, and you want to start to inspire other people, then you have to share your message with the world. And I can teach you precisely how to do that because we've got over 80 million views online. I have 6 YouTube channels, 4 published books. I've been a keynote speaker all over the country. I have 22 different streams of income now. I've monetized my message, and we post 10 to 15 pieces of content per day. And I'm living proof that you can do this. So if you've ever dreamed of doing this, mark your calendar. I'm going to be going live at, well, I have a time. I think it's 8 p.m. And I actually have a free guide for you. I'll write it on the Vibe board right now. $8 p.m. I'll be going live 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday night. And so go to this. If you want this, here, I'll give you my free guide to wrap this up, and I'll tell you where else to go to the next thing. It's KeithKelfis.com/7 steps. Can you read that? If you go to KeithKelfis.com/7 steps, open up your browser, you can get a free 7-step guide. It's an entire infographic that we've created with the full like article of the 7 things, the most effective strategies to market your business, low cost, no cost ways. And you can get that guide and start implementing all that stuff into your business. Get the freebie, download now. It'll also put you on my email list, which whenever we release a podcast, we just crossed 800,000 downloads on the Untrapped podcast on Apple and Spotify. You will get notified whenever I release new content and stuff like that. So do that. But then also, if you want to learn how to start sharing your message online and you want to inspire the world and maybe even monetize it, go to this. I have a free quiz. It's a quiz I want you to take. And depending on the answers in the quiz, we have created proprietary, unique ebooks that will be sent to you based off where you're at. Because I'm not going to get too deep into it. It's basically behavior-based marketing. Keith Kalfas. Sorry, it's keithkalfas.scoreapp.com. This is one thing you're going to have to get good at. We thought about making it a different URL that's easy to roll off the tongue, but we decided to keep this just for this first launch. Okay, Keith Kalfas. Is this a race? Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, dot. There you go. Keith Kalfas. .scoreapp.com, SCOREAPP.com. Open up your browser and type that in to take my quiz. And that'll also put you on the list for my new program coming out October 1st called Monetize Your Message. We spent about 8 weeks building this program called Monetize Your Message. And it's an entire, I'm going to tell you Saturday night. So anyways, let me go through some questions real quick. JD, 5 Mile Famous. The difference in your social media 1 year ago to today is unbelievable. A pro scraper and now a pro YouTuber. Definitely got to get your book. The thing that's changed in me, if people are saying they've noticed a change in me, is the Holy Spirit, bro. Look, I got the gray hair. I've went completely gray from life stresses. This is what happens when you go from a 33, my whole life, I worked like four jobs and run 2 businesses. I worked 70 to 80 hours a week for 12 years straight. I've been to so many funerals. I've had so many people die, commit suicide, overdose on drugs and alcohol. And I've cried so much and so many sleepless nights that it'll make your hair go completely gray. So when you get on your hands and knees and you ask God for wisdom, you better be careful what you ask for, bro. But the wisdom is it's better than any wealth. There's a song called Above All. It goes, above all nations, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known. Yeah, he says, above all wisdom and all the ways of man, you were here before the world began. You got to look it up, like ask Alexa. All right, my Alexa here. And that song will like blow your mind that the Christ is the ultimate wealth. So it's just like to me it's conviction, bro. Burpees Giant, can you teach me how to put together my coaching program online, mind, body, and spirit? I texted you my mission. It's in my YouTube about bio. Yes, I can. I can't guarantee you any results, but I can tell you one thing. I've created, what do we have? 13 online courses now. 13 online courses, 4 published books. 2 of them are Amazon bestsellers. We've created the funnels. And we have So I've created a multiple six-figure business online that has totally eclipsed my landscaping business. So if I can do it, that's my whole goal right now, is to teach other people how to do this stuff. So my heart and spirit says, yes, I can show you how to do that. Or you can hop on the phone with me at keithkalfas.com/call. Sorry about my horrible singing. My throat is very, very dry. When I warm up, I can actually sing okay. Most of the time I suck. Yeah, go to keithkalfas.com/call and hop on an hour phone call with me. And then I can look where you're at and just make it all about you and try to really break down how you can get your coaching program off the ground. And one way to do that is you have to post consistent content of you crushing it and you having total conviction and care. And you have to identify your customer avatar, which is, I could talk about that for an hour. But when you talk specifically to them, you're looking into the camera, looking into the eyes of the perfect person that you're trying to help. And it could be a version of your older self. And then you want to hang your content on frameworks. The 6 steps. What is this? Oh, there you go. The 6 steps to get this result. How to get X, Y, and Z without this pain. Before, during, and after. 60-minute this. Like when you create claims that are backed up by you and your actual results, you got to be careful with what you say, because like the FTC, you can't like make promises that you can't keep or make crazy, outrageous claims. But when you make consistent content and post it on all the social media platforms, you find a platform that's crushing it. Could be TikTok, could be YouTube. You want to build an audience first and don't think about monetizing right away. You just want to provide tons and tons and tons and tons of value. And then once people are following you for a while and they trust you, then you present your coaching program and you want to give them what's called a QER. A quantifiable end result. Oh, you have Christian-based teaching alongside fitness? That's amazing. So a quantifiable end result. Like, hey, this program will help you get 25 extra qualified leads this month in your landscaping business. And at a 50% close rate, you'll close 12 and a half. Let's just see, you'll close 13 jobs. And we're going to teach you how to increase your average ticket rate, repeat business, frequency of visits, and raise your overall prices. And so you'll probably, depending on what you do, make an extra 5 to 10 grand a month. I can't guarantee that. Let's just say within the first 30 to 45 days, you start talking about that and showing proof, which and then so in your business, if you give them a quantifiable end result and you speak about it very clearly and you articulate it all about what they get, then I think people will definitely sign up if they resonate with the way that you communicate. And the amount that you charge depends on the level of granularity that you communicate and deliver the training. And if it's group coaching or one-on-one training, it's going to be more expensive than just an online program. And people don't care about the process. They just care about the results. If they feel that they can really get the results. But now people don't want information as much because they're overwhelmed with information. They want implementation and accountability. They want to be held accountable to a system so they can get that quantifiable end result. So if you can hold them accountable and have a system for doing so, that's even next level. You've been doing 492 days of straight of burpees routines. So Tony Robbins, I'm going to his event in November. He says you don't always get your shoulds, but you always get your musts. There's something happening in your brain, burpees giant, that says doing burpees is an absolute must. For me, Reading the Bible. I'm not allowed to go to sleep no matter how tired I am unless I read the Bible. I don't have to read a lot, but I have to read the Bible. Sometimes I read half a page. Sometimes I read 5 pages. And I've been doing that for like 4 months straight because it's a must. So if something is going on with you, it's a must now for you to do burpees. How do you take that belief system and install it in someone else or get them to see the severe repercussions if they don't have a healthy eating and workout routine that they do no matter what? So if it's at the end of the night, they're dog tired, they've been totally stressed out, they've done all this stuff, their family, and they've taken care of all the responsibilities. They're like, no, I'm not allowed to go to bed unless I do at least 15 burpees. And you'd be out there in the rain at 1 o'clock in the morning. Because when you run a service business, especially a landscaping business, I know people, I've done this. There are nights you don't go to bed until 2:30 in the morning for like 6 months straight. And you show up to like family events and you look like there's something like you got deep bags under your eyes, your hair is going gray, and everybody's going, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? How come you don't have a bigger house by now? How come you don't have all these things? How come you're not traveling the world and going to Greece and Egypt and going to Australia? How come you don't have? And you're like, nobody understands what a service business owner is going through unless they're going through it. And so it's like, you have to go out at 2:30 in the morning and say, okay, I ran my whole business. I did all the booking and billing, keeping in it. Now I'm just being a bitch. Sorry. I need your help, Burpees Giant. How do you stick it to for 400? How do you stick 492 days of straight burpees? Man, you got me on this one, bro. I did burpees for I think I did, what did we do? 30 days straight of 100 push-ups a day. And then I was able to do burpees for like 15 days and I work out too. You can tell I don't work out all the time. I'm just normal. 409. Okay, I got to get off this. I'm getting upset. It's all recorded on YouTube. Overgrowth Planet says, you just described my life right now. Because you know what? The payroll company or Uncle Sam, they don't care how tired you are. Your customers don't care. Nobody cares. All anybody wants is the results. And so I'll tell you one last story before I jump off here because I feel in my heart to say this. 2022, I had so much going on, just like you. I got up. I do my morning routine. I got employees texting me. I'm texting clients. We got a schedule. The clock's starting. We got to go to work. I'm feeding my dogs. My wife is communicating with me at what's going on. We got a family event tonight. It was so much, and it had been going on for so long that I went to go out the door, to run out the door to go to work, and I felt a crimp in my heart. And I literally, it brought me down to one knee in my kitchen. And I was like, I thought I was having a heart attack. Could have been a panic attack, but it felt like a heart attack, bro. Because I've had panic attacks before. I was like, screw this. I ain't no wuss. I went to stand up, right? And it brought me back down to my knee. I was like, whoa. I stood up again. I said, no, I'm going anyways. I went to walk out the door, and so much as a little bit about it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I got a good point. So if you're still here, you have to hear this. This little tiny, I was like riding right on the edge. Just one little, like a straw, brought me back down again. And now I was laying on the kitchen floor about to tell my wife to call 911, and I was serious. I'm laying on there, and I'm like in this, I've crossed the Rubicon, and I tried to move. I couldn't move. Now I'm laying there just breathing on my kitchen floor, and my heart is like in a vice. And this feeling came through me that said, is this really worth it? You're trying to hold everything together and be perfect to everybody, and you're still making mistakes, and you're not perfect. And the whole reason I was trying so hard is because I just wanted my wife to love me, or I just wanted my father to approve of me. I just wanted approval. I just wanted to be acknowledged and recognized. because I just wanted to be significant. I didn't want to go down the drain as an average Joe. And I was just fighting to be somebody to the people that I loved. And they already loved me, right? So it was crazy. So I said, this isn't worth it. And I was like, let it go. Just let it all go. You got to hear what I'm going to say. Then it came back again. And I was like, I ain't playing with you right now. You will literally have a heart attack right now. In that moment, it was like standing on the edge of my life, infinity. I let it go completely. I let everything go. I said, no way ever again am I going to let my business or anything else or any customers. Now you got to have integrity and be on time and do what you say you're going to do. But it's not going to be attached to my heart to where this is what changed my life. This is how I'm making way more money now. I'm happier. I'm fulfilled. I'm getting better sleep. This is the secret. It was almost like there's this bubble that you're in, this quantum, I don't want to say pleomorphic. It's a bubble around you that's like the quantum primordial soup that we're in. We're in a bubble and everything's attached in that bubble. The bubble separated. Boop. And everything. And now I'm in my own bubble, like of trust and faith. And everything else out there is not connected to me. And I'm observing it all. And now I understand that my health is your health and your sanity is so much worth so much more. And now, because it's not attached to your psychology and to your worthiness, you know that you're worthy because God loves you. Now you can make decisions and say yes and say no. If you make a mistake, you eat it. If something that is too stressful, no. If it's not going to be enough money, it's not enough money in the deal, no. Oh, but I'm afraid I need that money because I need the money. Well, if you grow courage and you get educated on all this type of stuff and you get around really successful people and you don't waste your time scrolling stupid crap on social media, little by little by little, it's going to start to work out for you so well that the money will just be pouring in. You'll be having more free time than ever before. And you'll be able to say no, 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 yes. That's the right deal. And you'll be able to cherry pick what you do. And it's just like this whole nother level of consciousness that I wish I knew before my hair went gray. And I fought like hell. And it was an identity trap. I relate to you more than anyone on YouTube, brother. What up, though? My other YouTube channel is I Am Ability. I'm reading the Bible on there at night. We just crossed 5,000 subscribers on I Am Ability. So that's what Burpee's Giant. I see you on there sometimes, bro. So the argument in my head every single day for years and years and years was if I could just work harder and work more hours and stay up later and wake up earlier and just work myself to death, then that means that I'm a good man and somehow I'll get successful. And I heard something very powerful. In a larger business or a business that has a lot more moving parts or people, you as the owner or operator, you actually only have influence over so much ratio percentage of that business's success because you only have 24 hours in a day, unless you systematize or build or hire people or have a way to get leverage. So if you have all these levers to pull and the only lever you know how to pull is the work harder lever, you're going to drive yourself insane and give yourself a heart attack at 35 years old. And it's going to be horrific. So there's really brutal truths that you have to understand that kind of like, this is the way this is. And when you really see it for what it is and you understand this is the way it is and you're not going to change it no matter how much you suffer certain things. And it could be a toxic relationship with a family member or a friend or somebody, like that's when you start to get the big gains, is when you let go of the anvils, the anchors you've been holding on to that are making you suffer. You're like, dude, I can't hold this anymore. This is not my burden to bear. And you cut it and you just float up to the top. Now you're free to do what you were meant to be. And it's like, man, I'm obsessed. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys Friday and Saturday night, I'll be here teaching specifically about how to build an audience, how to get your message out on social media, how to create a messaging ecosystem, how I built an entire media team of people that help me do all this, putting out 300 pieces of content per month, how we get 4 to 5 million views a month, how we got 10 million views last month on social media, and how we built a multiple 6-figure business online by monetizing my message. And it's going to be totally for free. And then after it's up online, I'm going to take it all down. I'm going to delete it. Oh. So I'll see you Friday and Saturday night. Peace. Much respect.